Hey, what's up, guys? Mark here. If you're a teenager, college age student, you're just a young adult and you're looking for some extra income, you want to make a little more money in your pocket in the coming holiday season or in the beginning of 2020 or 2021, the new year, this video is going to be for you. Make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to give you my seven top jobs that you can start even as early as this weekend. But first and foremost, I want to thank you for joining this channel. If you haven't done so, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Click the little bell so you never miss a video. We talk about things like, money tips and ways to make money and educate, self-education and self-development, entrepreneurial stuff, and ways that you can become a better you. I want to help you level up in life. As much as I level up in life, I'm going to give what I get back to you. So guys, without further ado, we're going to jump right in this. First and foremost, I want to just say a few things. There are certain age requirements based on your state. So you do have to just check with your state and local laws. Maybe get a parent to help you do that. Maybe do a little Google research. A lot of times you can be 14 years old. 14 is the minimum age that you can get a job in your state. Most of the states, if you're international, again, go ahead and check your local regional laws and your local department of work or labor department for those type of rules. There are certain hours that teenagers can and cannot work. It's usually after school. It cannot be earlier than a certain period in the morning. I think it's like 8 a.m. And it can't be later than I think it's like 9 p.m. So there are certain restrictions that you do need to pay attention to. There are certain pay restrictions as well, but for the most part, people pay average hourly rates, which is not a big deal. And sometimes you have to have a work permit. So make sure you go through your school, your education system, speak to a parent, get a work permit if you do need to. We're going to give you I think it's like 3 categories of different areas that you can look at when it comes to having a side gig or a job. All right, the first area is national or international restaurant chains, working in the restaurant industry. Now, if you like food, it's an awesome place to get your feet wet and to start your entrepreneurial journey. You can make some good money working at places like ice cream shops, places like Baskin Robbins, Ben & Jerry's, Dairy Queen, Rita's Italian Ice. These are local names within the United States, but wherever you are, across the sea, on the other side of the world watching this video right now, I'm sure there's some type of Italian ice or ice cream shop in your local area that you can go and inquire about getting a job. Usually you can be 14, 15 years old and still get a job there, maybe helping out, being cash register, customer service, or just cleaning up around the joint, which is, it's not a glorious job, but it's a job and you make money doing it. Fast food gigs. So there are fast food restaurants, international and national, depending where you're at. Places like Boston Market is a chicken joint, Chicken Joe's, Burger King. Chick-fil-A is a really good place to go inquire about getting a part-time job. A lot of times you can be 14 years old and work at Chick-fil-A. They have some of the best fries. They're called waffle fries, and the dipping sauce, the Chick-fil-A dipping sauce. Oh man, that's some good eating right there. So go and check out Chick-fil-A. Culver's is I can't think it's like an ice cream place. Then you got McDonald's. Some of these are international. You have these. I've been to India before. They have a Burger King. They have McDonald's. They have Starbucks. So places like Starbucks and even Taco Bell. A lot of these are all over the world. So go in, inquire, and say, hey, I'm 14, 15 years old. I'm looking for a side part-time job or a side gig. What do I have to do? How can I apply? Sometimes they'll tell you to go online. Sometimes they'll tell you to fill out a paper right then and there. A lot of these places will allow a 14-year-old or 15-year-old to start working. Obviously, 15 and up, right? So you can be a college student. You can be out of college. You can be a 50-year-old man if you want. Depends on, your work ethic and if you have a hustle inside of you and you want to, be around energetic people. Go and inquire at some of these places. Great, great, great places to start working. Listen, there's a stigma that working at McDonald's is like a joke, right? By God, it's not. If you can get a job working at McDonald's and start getting a good hourly rate and work your way up to a manager, that will instill so many leadership skills in you and so many good money skills inside of you. maybe being a cash register clerk, or working with, giving people their orders at the window. It's great customer service skills. Don't ever think that any of these fast food restaurants are like above you or below you. They're great jobs and they pay fairly decent for an average teenager and college student. Second category is going to be places like retail, working at maybe like a mall strip or a mall or a local outlet. You can go to places like, one of my first jobs was working at a clothing retail store, The Gap. That's actually, believe it or not, out of college. I got one of my first jobs out of college at a retail store, The Gap, and I met my wife there. And it was like 8-9 months later, we got married. It's a wild story. Maybe that'll be a whole nother video. But it's a great place to go. Look, if you have a mall, go check out The Gap or the Old Navy or Banana Republic, places like that. You can look at grocery stores like Albertsons, Safeway, Publix, Kroger's, depending on what's around you. There's gas stations even that you can go look at. Now, it's going to take a little bit of courage for you to go to the customer service desk without your mommy and daddy, right? So at 14, 15 years old, you should be at the point where you're able to go and speak to somebody. Now, I just want to give you a little bit of pro tip here. Smile and make sure you give eye contact. Let's try that one more time. Smile and make sure you give eye contact. That's one of the biggest things when an employer is hiring or wants to hire or has a job opportunity for somebody. They look at somebody that's confident and knows what they want. And when a young adult or a teenager goes in there and they're kind of looking all around and looking, everywhere other than at the eyes of the person that's interviewing them, that's a big red flag. I'm going to just let you know, as an adult, maybe I did that as a kid, but I learned very fast when it comes to interviewing and when it comes to speaking with people. One of the best things you can do is just give them full-on eye contact and smile when you're speaking. Speak with a little bit of joy, a little bit of pep in your step. Speak with a smile. It gives you more confidence. It helps you to come off a little more confident all around, just like you're just a more confident person. And that goes a long way. So we're going to go back into this, guys. All right, so we touched on retail, touched a little bit on the fast food joints, on the ice cream joints. Now, if you are into movies or acting, or you like entertainment, this is the third category. Entertainment, places like movie theaters. The AMC Theaters is a great place. Palace Entertainment is a great place. And even within the category of entertainment, you can go to Six Flags Great Adventure and action theme parks. A lot of times they'll let you work at the concession stand. They'll let you work at the ticket counter, helping with the tickets. Or, like I said earlier, even just to go around and clean up the dang park should not be above or below you. And you should learn to embrace those types of jobs because they instill really, really good skills. Now, it's not going to be a forever thing. It might just be part-time. It might just be temporary. But it's a job and it will make you money. What you do with that money is a whole other conversation, which we can get into in another video. By the way, make sure you do hit that subscribe button because we will cover these types of topics later on. So Six Flags Great Adventure is a great one. Any type of action theme park. Being a Santa's helper, if you have a mall and it's holiday season like it is right now, a lot of these malls, 9 times out of 10, they'll have a holiday kind of secret Santa, sit on Santa's lap, get presents from Santa, take a picture with Santa, and you can become a Santa's helper. It's good pay. You sit there directing kids to go sit on Santa's lap. Now, obviously, we're in a little bit of an interesting circumstance with the pandemic and, the lockdown. So that may not be the option right now. But if you're watching this video in the future and everything's settled down, could be a great opportunity. Go check out your local mall for those little kiosks, maybe even selling t-shirts or jewelry. A lot of times you can be 14, 15 years old. All right, guys, for those who want to be an entrepreneur and they have a little more of an entrepreneurial spirit and they're a little more, maybe they got a little more hustle inside of them and they're a little more proactive and they got a little more motivation and discipline. Here's my 7 picks on having a side gig that'll give you a really good return if you really lock in and really devote yourself to these different areas. So the first one is babysitting. If you like kids, you can do this. You can either babysit, watch kids. They don't have to be little babies. They can be, just anybody younger than you really. Could be 7, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old. You can be maybe a mother's helper or a father's helper, and you can go assist with the children, maybe helping them with school or schoolwork or tutoring them somehow. There's plenty of websites out there. They usually pay anywhere from $8 to $10 to $12 per hour, and it's a really good gig. That's how most of the people get their feet wet when they're a teenager. They start out with babysitting and watching maybe their nieces and nephews, and you get paid to do that. So that's a good one. Going to a local car wash or holding your own local car wash. Get some poster board at Walgreens or Albertsons or CVS. Scribble down car wash and hold it out there and solicit some people to come. Make sure you have some soap and water and a nice clean brush or a clean rag and start washing cars. You can wash cars for $5 to $10 a pop. It'll probably take you 5 to 10 minutes to wash a car. You're not going to be waxing it, so it's not going to take hours. You're just going to make sure you wet it, wash it down, make it nice and clean, dry it off, and boom, you're done. If it's wintertime, maybe go around shoveling people's driveways or shoveling people's sidewalks. Depending on the season that you're in, there's plenty of ways for you to make money. You just have to be a little creative. Elderly care is another one. So this is my third one, elderly care. Go into your local elderly or old folks' homes and go and see if you can serve them somehow. Maybe help in the lunchroom. Maybe help, sit with them and play chess or do checkers or do a puzzle with them. A lot of times they are seeking younger people to come in and bring a little joy to their client's life or the people that are living there, their life. Number 4, crafting. If you're really crafty and you like creating things, you can create bracelets and you can create jewelry and necklaces and you can create hats and t-shirts and you can just get creative, be creative, and you can sell stuff like this online. You can go to Etsy. You can sell it on Craigslist. You can sell it on Facebook Marketplace. You can sell it on eBay. You can go on Amazon.com. You can create a Shopify store. Drop shipping is a really, really lucrative opportunity. Basically, where you get products from another place, you list them on your website, you sell them. When an order comes in, you buy it from another website, they ship it out from you. You don't have to do anything with any type of inventory. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, let me know in the comments as well. Number 5, lawn care. Get an old lawnmower. Maybe go to your local, your local hardware store, see if there's a cheap lawnmower that you can get, and go around your neighborhood cutting lawns. Be competitive. Knock on doors. Solicit opportunities. Number 5, house sitting. A lot like pet sitting or babysitting. You can sit houses. You can go and people will hire you to stay at their house, or at least go and go into their house in the morning, bring in the mail, take out the trash, lock it up at night, and then you can go back home and sleep and then do it again in the morning. You go in, just make sure everything's okay, hang out a little bit, maybe feed the pets, water the plants, those type of things. House sitting is a very good opportunity. You can make really good money, a couple $100 in a weekend. If somebody goes away for 2, 3, 4 days at a time, you can make some good money. So look for opportunities to house sit. Number 6, pet walking or pet sitting. I know people that have 6-figure businesses just walking dogs. Make up a flyer. Make sure obviously you're comfortable with animals. Make a flyer. Send the flyer to all of your neighbors up and down your street. Let them know that you have a dog walking service, that you will walk their dog once or twice a day, and you go and you start a business. It's as easy as that. You charge them $5, $10 per walk. Very simple. Or even pet sitting. You just maybe go play with the dog outside a little bit, or pet sit. Get creative. Really get creative. But one thing I would suggest you do is get with an adult. Seek a little bit of advice. Make sure you kind of keep somebody older in the loop so you can bounce off ideas from them, and just make sure everything is, kosher and you're not breaking any laws and you're not doing anything risky to your personal life. And number 7, guys, is tutoring. If you're great at math, if you're great at writing, if you're great at history, if you're great at science, there are, especially now with the lockdowns and the schools being closed, there are opportunities where parents are looking for people to come and help their kids by tutoring them and helping them get their math done. A lot of parents, me included, are just not good at math. And when it comes to kids doing math, there's just a lot of questions and a lot of Googling and research, and it just takes a lot of time. If you're good at math, basic math, it could be adding, subtraction, division, multiplication, algebra. See where the level is of that particular kid that's in need, and if you know a little more than them, be their tutor. You can do that for math, writing, history, science. You can do that for languages. If you're good at Spanish, go and offer to teach somebody Spanish. Spend 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day teaching them the basic principles of another language. So guys, there are so many ways for you to find extra income and make a little extra cash during the holidays and even in the beginning of the new year. I had a lot of fun with this video, guys. I hope you guys did too. I'd like to hear some of your comments down below. If you have any suggestions that we can add to this list, I'd love to hear them down below. Feel free to drop a comment. Make sure you click that subscribe button, click the bell notification, smash that like button until it turns blue, and share this video to your social media networks. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, and I'm also on Instagram. Until the next video, guys, make sure you live well, laugh a little louder, and always learn to be a better you. We'll see you in the next video.